What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rico. Another one of these car rants, because I can do it like that. And I'm kind of sick today, so I'm just doing this shit in the parking lot. But, oh, damn, I could have got that parking space. Damn. Oh, well, I wasn't thinking. I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day, and I was talking about this new Bruno Mars song he got with Sexyy Red, Fat, Juicy, and Wet. And he wasn't a big fan of it, He has a little girl. That was his main thing. I don't like it because, I got a little girl, man. And, I don't want my little girl listening to that, which I completely understand and agree with. Adult music is for adults. It's not for children. Now, of course, in saying that, we all know that children find their way into seeing shit they're not supposed to see all the time, hearing shit they're not supposed to hear all the time. This is a regular thing. And it just got me to thinking, and I'm talking to all the guys out here. I can't talk to the women on anything, but just talking to the guys out here, I think sometimes a lot of us forget when we started having our first sexual urges, right? And we start forgetting, what we were doing back in the day and with whom we were doing that with. And, I completely understand not wanting to see your child, you don't want to think about your child doing anything sexual. You don't want to think about that. You want your child is your innocent baby. I get it. But at the end of the day, y'all, saying that music shouldn't exist because little girls shouldn't hear that, y'all act like these little girls aren't eventually going to naturally get sexual urges. And I'm really finna fuck you up on this one. Little girls and little boys that have these sexual urges that can't talk about it at home, you know who they go talk about it with? Everybody else. And everybody else ain't always got the best advice. Yeah, you got some good people out there. You got your good teachers, guidance counselors, things of that nature, coaches, people that are in tune with the youth. And, they got some good things to say. But also remember, the people that like to talk to kids the most about, sexual positivity, a lot of them are the ones trying to fuck them. The grown-ups, not the ones they age. I'm talking about the grown-ups. And there's only two types of people that your kids are going to be fucking around with. They're either going to be fucking around with people of their age or fucking around with somebody older. And that's on you. And I really believe this. That's on you, because when you see a lot of these little girls and little boys that end up, groomed and, messing around with people way out of their age range and all that, a lot of the times, those kids can't go home and talk about sex. They can't go home and talk about having urges. They can't go home and talk about having boyfriends or girlfriends. Their parents, you can't have a boyfriend until you this age. You can't have a girlfriend until you this age. You can't do this. You can't do that. To your blah, blah, blah. Y'all must have forgot that everything that they need to do, what they want to do, is on them. They don't have to buy shit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be good if they bought condoms. Yes, absolutely. But to do what they want to do, they don't have to buy nothing. They don't even have to be around nothing. I'm not going to talk about who this person is, but a person that I know, when their son first started masturbating, they found out and kind of had a hissy fit. And I had to tell this person, hey, why are you shaming this? This is natural, yo. This is a thing that happens. Just get him his own towels, tell him to start doing his own laundry, and call it a day, man. But back to the dudes and little girls and everything. Yo, guys, let's be real, man. If you started messing around sexually or whatever in your teens, why would you expect your daughter not to do the same thing? You were messing around with people that were in their teens when you were a teen. And if you weren't, then let me go ahead and tell you, you were groomed. I don't care if it, sounded good or it was the shit back, because I know back in the early 2000s and shit, even sometimes today, like it's like the shit for a young man to get with, an older woman, especially if you underage and she's like, in 19, 20, 21. If you was anywhere below 18 fucking around with a grown woman, you got groomed and you got molested. Okay? It is what it is. Now there are people like me that was messing around with women their age. And so I understand, even though, I am still an adult and it's still fucking weird to me to even think about kids getting down like that. But at the end of the day, I was a kid getting down like that at one point with other children. That was me. So like, how can I expect the children of today not to do the same shit we did? You dig? Like, let's stop putting this, let's stop acting like shit was just so much better. Like we were so much better behaved. We do this too goddamn much, all right? And it's a lie. Our parents did it to us. They acted like they wasn't with the shit back in the 80s, in the 70s. They acted like they wasn't with the shit. They was. Just like we was with the shit in the 90s and early 2000s. Just like, some of the other ones was with the shit in the 2010s. It is what it is. Certain shit ain't gonna stop. And people discovering themselves sexually, it's never gonna end. It's not gonna stop. And Sexyy Red not making music isn't gonna stop your little girl from eventually either fucking with some boy or girl her age. That's what we're hoping for, boy or girl her age. It's not gonna stop anything. It's not gonna stop anything. And on top of that, you demonizing it and shaming it is only going to push them to go do it around people that may not be as safe. You dig? So let's really think about this shit when we, damning and shitting on these artists for making this it's adult music. I was just watching the Kevin on Stage podcast earlier. Remember, I'ma be a freak until today, until da. That was the 90s. Don't even get me started on the 2000s. Don't even get me started. So just think, man. I'm not saying raise your kids different. I'm just saying think, man. Think and be realistic with your shit. And don't shame your kids for natural shit, man. Don't shame your kids for natural shit. At the same time, do your best to keep them away from that adult shit, because I know if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want to listen to Sexyy Red. Not if she was underage. Honestly, I wouldn't. It don't matter what I want anyway, but I know I feel y'all on that, okay? I feel you on that. Adult music is for adult people. Don't go in on me in the comments too bad, all right? All right, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm gonna go take some Theraflu and lay down. Peace.